Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson. Welcome again to my channel. It is July 3rd of 2024. Thursday. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow is July 4th. You guys have a safe July 4th holiday. So it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. People, you know I live in Chicago. I said, you know I stay in Chicago. Look at what they got here. Ain't that something? And they want us to believe this again. I'm not buying it. I'm really not buying it. You see, I've lived here all my life. And I have said for years, this is a targeted city. This is a test city. The powers got their hands all up in this city. In fact, they've been in this city since I was knee-high to a toothpick. And I have the spirit of discernment. And I can tell where the power lies. And I can tell this devil is moving throughout of Chicago. And they want to create fear, fear, fear. In one of the biggest cities yet, one of the most beautiful cities of our 50. If they don't do it with the shoot 'em ups, they do it with the gang violence. They don't do it with the gang violence, they bust in all these people, and they got Antifa and Black Lives Matter 4 or 5 years ago. If they don't do that, they bust in some other folks. About 50%, maybe 60% black young kids. And they terrorize the neighborhoods by going in some of these department stores and looting and taking Jordans and everything else. It's a targeted city. And they putting a blemish on this thing because they want you to think that we just no good, rotten, you know what. But we not. We got our thugs. Yes, we do. Every big city got thugs. And I am not excusing their behavior. Sometimes I wish I was just younger and I was a millionaire. I would try to turn this thing around. But I'm just one Christian soldier. I've been out there in the trenches. I've run businesses out there in the trenches. I've hired gang members. I've helped turn people around. I've done the work in the city, in the hood. Been shot at. Yeah. Don't feel good. Don't look good. Been robbed. Been robbed in my restaurants. I've had my cooks pistol whipped. But I'm telling you, the majority of kids are not like that. The powers have created vacancies in our hearts and our minds. And we have submitted our will to that. They don't get no power unless you give them your will. That's the bottom line. I'm going to get to this story. But let me just talk for a minute. I've watched Chicago, LA, San Francisco, New York just go to hell. They don't want to solve the problem. And now they got it going on in River North, one of the most affluent areas in Chicago. Oh, yeah, you can't go to nice places in Chicago. Don't bring your butt downtown. Y'all remember the other day, I was at Navy Pier? I get in the car, next thing I don't know, they talking about they had a stabbing at Navy Pier. I was at Navy Pier, on the boat, having fun, did a little video. Next thing I know, I get in the car, oh, there's a stabbing at Navy Pier. I didn't see it. Well, Pearson is so big, you didn't see it. I don't believe all these stories either. People was out there having a good time. Broad daylight, somebody stabbing somebody. It ain't nothing but symbolism. Julius Caesar got stabbed. You know who's next. I wish for a month the violence would just stop. I know a lot of y'all be seeing them set these situations up. Y'all know fake blood when y'all see it. Y'all know these movie scenes they be setting up. Next thing you know, they put it on the news. You're like, wait a minute. I thought that was a movie scene. Oh, it's real life. I get it. People, they are real gangs. They are real problems. But they have dropped the drugs and the guns. They have created the projects like I told y'all a month ago. Everybody know it by now. where they make sure that the man is not going to be in the household Hey, girl, go ahead and have as many babies you want to. You can go from a studio, a 1-bedroom. We're going to give you a nice little WIC check every month. We're going to give you all kind of money. We're going to give you free housing or discount housing. But the stipulation is you can't have no man. Can't have no man there. See, the designers, the frameworks of this thing, the social engineers, they know. Take the man out the equation, make the woman high and mighty, the kid's going to run roughshod in a short period of time. There ain't nothing wrong with women. I'm just saying, they ain't built to handle the whole thing, just like a man is not built to handle the whole thing. God blessed the union, of which the child should be developed. But people don't believe all these stories. Every time they turn around, they call it mass, like it's 1,000 people, 100 people. So they got a rapper out there celebrating her rap album, and all of a sudden they got all these, look at the situation they talking about. I almost went down there. I still might go down there. I'm tired of it. Trying to paint the city as ugly. Don't go nowhere. You know them black folks, we don't know how to act. Look, I gotta go there. You know how. Look, that's the conversation, and it needs to be talked about. But I'm telling you, we ain't all like that. Do I believe? I don't believe the story. And if I do believe it, let me tell you that. I'm gonna slow down. If I do believe the story, let me throw this in there. Every time you turn around, you got a black van with some knuckleheads in it, with some hoods. And they pointing their weapon at somebody, and somebody come up dead. That's been going on in Chicago for 5, 6, 7 years. They never catch them. You hear what I said? Go back and Google it. Same old pattern. Some little 4x4, some van pulls up, the little hood rats get out, or they just shoot, or they do the Al Capone. And they don't never catch them. Change the script, Chicago. Damn. Did I say that? Yeah, I'm frustrated. God put an end to this foolishness. Our children can't even grow up no more in a sensible society. Every time they project this stuff, people ain't coming downtown. People ain't going out, which means it's an economy killer. Do you understand? And that's what's going on. So I still might go down there. Listen to this story. Listen, I'm gonna show you how they craft it. See this here? 4 and 14. But this is what they really want you to know. 18 shot, 4 fatally. We're gonna put this together. I said we're gonna put it together. Listen to this here.
Well, Valentine, Chicago fire crews were here a little bit earlier this morning, still cleaning up the scene hours after this all unfolded after 11 o'clock last night. We know that 18 people were shot, at least 4 were killed.
Well, we need more ambulances out here. We don't have nearly enough.
How many more ambulances are needed?
At least 2 or 3.
Video from the scene overnight shows the chaos as crews rushed to the wounded. This happened around 11 near a restaurant and lounge here in Chicago.
Around what time? Around what time? Listen.
It shows the chaos as crews rushed to the wounded. This happened around 11 near a restaurant.
Around 11. There's that 11 again. They're getting it ready to do something, people. They keep pushing the 11. How many videos I done? They keep talking about the 11. 18-4. 18-4. Get out of here.
Lounge here in Chicago and Franklin. A violence interrupter who was at the scene says the victims were shot as they left an event hosted by a local rapper. Now, investigators say a dark sedan pulled up when at least one person inside pulled out a gun and started shooting into a crowd of people outside the restaurant and lounge.
Same old story. Out of a van. And they never catch them. Come on, man. Stop playing. They want this earth. The devil wants these cities. Scrap the Constitution. It don't work no more. Give up your weapons. The criminals can keep theirs. And we have these military police take care of you. We're going to save you from all of this. Suppose they the one that did it. Suppose they're the one that caused the problem, so you can give up your stuff. That's what I believe this is about.
That's when police said the suspects drove off. First responders rushed to the scene and took the victims to multiple hospitals. People who live in the area say they heard several gunshots.
Boom, 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 boom. But look what they got in the background. The apple. What happened in the beginning with the apple? Huh? Sin came into the world. Cain killed Abel, and the first drop of blood was tasted by the earth. Huh? Symbols, symbolism. Silly. Wait till I break this thing down. Here you go.
We have some breaking news at 5. 18 people are shot in River North, leaving a club after an album release party. At least 4 of those victims have died. You are watching CBS News Chicago.
Don't believe it.
I'm Dana Kozlov.
And I'm Adrena Sinclair. We want to get you right to the scene where this all took place overnight. Our Darius Johnson live here along Chicago and Orleans. And Darius, we understand this was a drive-by shooting. What else are we learning about this?
Hey there, ladies. Good morning to you. I have information coming in by the minute from a city source. That city source confirms to me that 3 shooters pulled up in a black SUV and opened fire as people were leaving an album release party, as many of them were pouring out of this lounge. Take a look behind me right now. This morning, 5 hours after the shooting, you can still see police here at the scene as firefighters just finished cleaning.
Does that make any sense to y'all? Somebody just get up out of the van and just start spraying. Man, y'all, oh. That's why y'all got the 2 colors that I always talk about, right? Look at the colors. Look at the colors. And then when he started his story, then she got the black and the white on there. See? See the background? I could be all day breaking this thing apart. But let me just break the thing. Let me just break it apart. I'm going to break it apart. You see this here? It happened on July 3rd, okay? That's the 184th day of the year. I said it happened on July 3rd. The 184th day of the year. 184. 184. Are you feeling me? They're speaking. They're speaking. Yeah. The 184th day of the year was July 3rd, yesterday when this happened. Hello? Think we stupid? We ain't stupid. Let me get into this stupid story, man. Stupid story. Look at this here. J.D. Pritzker, the governor, his birthday is January 19th, 1965. Watch this, January 19th. January 19, 2025, his last birthday. Then yesterday, well, really, you know what? I'm a day off, but it happened at 11 o'clock. So an hour later, it is the 3rd. It ain't gonna make no difference. Decode will be the same with the ending date. But look at this here. Today's date is 1/19. I'm sorry. The governor's birthday is 1/19. It happened on 7/2/2025. The difference is 5/14. What is 5/14? Do you know Israel became a nation on May 14th? I'm gonna say it again. May 14th, that's when Israel became a nation. What they got going on in Israel? A war. What did they tell you happened last night? A war. Come on, man, stop playing. 1/19/2025, the governor's birthday. 7/2/2025, last night. The difference is 165 days. The 165th day of the year, people, is June 14th. That's Trump's birthday. Pearson, stop. No, I'm not stopping. December 3rd, 1818. That's when Illinois became part of the United States. December 3rd. December 3rd, 2024, our last birthday. 6/14/2025, Trump's last birthday. The difference is Trump's birthday, 6/14.
For black people like myself and good black people that want to do good things in this country. I am talking about race. And this has nothing to do with skin color. This has something to do with the behavior that is coming from a certain group of people, black people, that is not okay. Let me be the one to break it to you. They're calling you the N-word and they're treating you like the N-word because you're acting like the N-word, okay? This is how you're acting, and even your own ancestor would be repulsed by your behavior. The disgusting behavior that is coming from you guys is absolutely repulsive, and I am so tired of seeing you guys come across my screen doing the most absolutely animalistic things possible. It is disgusting. And you don't want to talk about the facts. You don't want to talk about how we need to fix the households and how we need to pay attention to the children and how we need to do better for ourselves. You want to...
And she's right. And I just say in general, all cultures got the same problem, because this new subculture is what they put out there. But I'm telling you, in general, people are not like that subculture. And yes, there is a portion that are my color. That's what she's saying. I'm just trying to spit it out to you. This ain't no indictment on just black people. The powers have created a subculture. You understand what I'm saying? Where nursery rhymes to music is more important than hitting the books without a cell phone and without a computer. Old school learning.
Black folks, this is to y'all. Some of y'all not gonna like this. It's all right, because I'm 40 years old now and I'm auntie, so I can say it. We need to root out the terrorists in our own communities. I know we love them. We've birthed some of them. We've supported them. We've aided and abetted them. But the gang culture has did nothing but destroy. It has not brought us anything beneficial. I'm auntie, so I can say it. We need to root out the terrorists in our own communities. I know we love them. We've birthed some of them. We've supported them. We've aided and abetted them. But the gang culture has did nothing but destroy. It has not brought us anything beneficial. And so even to those that are still a part of the organization, it's time to change the narrative. We are coming up on an opportunity to be able to rebuild after the country destroys itself, because that's what's happening. They are literally self-destructing. And
she's right. A segment of society is going to be destroyed in terms of the culture. Don't let them destroy your will. But I got news for everybody. I don't care what color you are. This is the last days. This thing that God blessed called life, when he said be fruitful and multiply, Satan is turning it on his head. The perception that is brought to the silver screen and on videos is that young black behavior is ghetto trash. I've got news for you. Don't let the cinema do a broad paintbrush of us, of any culture. Men, go get your kids. Go get them. We don't need a lot of babies' daddies. You need to grow up and be responsible. Because either they're going to be in the grave or they're going to be in jail. Same thing with women. I know the sister mean well, but I'm going to tell you straight up. You women going to be suffering. You know why? Because this is the end. You're going to have to start being more selective. You got to start saying no. If you need love, love yourself. Do you feel me? Make a man worthy that he got to get between your ears before he get between your legs. I'm holding men accountable. But women, y'all got to start taking some responsibility. You don't need to be having all these kids by these irresponsible men. You're going to have to vet them. You're going to have to be more responsible. I'm only speaking people to probably 25% because the majority of hood rats in the black neighborhood, They have changed everything. And the narrative is run by the powers. You know, the crazy thing about all this, I grew up with blacks who say it's the white man is the problem. And now we look at blacks who are literally destroying our communities, destroying themselves, destroying the women, ensuring that the babies have no chance. If I gotta compare between white versus this destruction, come on, man. We can't be blaming the white man at this point. Because if you can choose to be raggedy, you can choose to be right. Nobody's forcing you to sag. Nobody's forcing you to drop out of school. Nobody's forcing you to be illiterate. Nobody's forcing you to act like a fool. Ladies, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it another way. It's over with. Men, it's over with. Stop. A lot of black folks going to hate me for this. Stop thinking color, majority of your brain. Think God's people. Think good people. Your blessing can come from any color and any culture. It's over with. The black community has been destroyed. I'm going to get a lot of negative emails. I'm going to tell you, go back in history. There has been a plan and it has worked. They have done a job on us. People, you wonder why they did that? Ever wonder why they did that? They gotta have a segment of society that they can always reach to cause havoc and they can control. That's us. Even through our so-called civil rights leaders. Even through the boule, B-O-U-L-E. Do you understand? This is how the powers get over. We have been targeted. And I know I'm going to get the emails. Oh, Pearson, there you go. Look, I'm 66 years old. I've seen it for myself. We are targeted. Doesn't mean the other groups aren't targeted, but we definitely targeted. And anytime they want to cause some disruption in America, they go to us to do it. But a few of us is waking up, so now they taking the immigrants. I know the game. But all these stories you're hearing about what's going on in these big cities, they're fake. It doesn't mean some crime don't exist. It don't mean the hood rats aren't out there. But you know what? It's time to wake up. Black folks, stop thinking black only. Your best of friend can be somebody who's not of your same color, who's not had the same background, who don't have your same culture. God works through all people, men, women, and all colors. The black community has been targeted. We're done. We're done. We're done. And you're going to hate me for saying it, but the quicker that you realize what I mean by that, the more you start growing. Because you're limiting yourself by thinking black only. America is capitalism. America is green. America is opportunity. You got to go get yours. And it don't mean that black people, all of us are done. It just means, hear me, it means that every major pillar in our society, they have went after and destroyed. They're not going to give us reparations. You're wasting your time. You want to go after that? That's your business. Be better off getting yourself a 2-year degree in automotive or nursing or something. Get yourself some value. Close your legs, woman. Brothers, stop being more responsible. They have used the black community to go after all communities. You think I don't know what I'm talking about? How many other cultures of women who are now running to the thugs? You hear what I just said? I'm not going to name the color, but you know what I'm talking about. How many other women of other cultures are now going to the hood rats because they see them on the silver screen and they see them in the rap videos and they want to be cool like them? And they either drop out of college, or they get knocked up, or they get drugged up, or they get gang, you know what. Stupid, because you want to be part of the group. Leave the homies alone, other cultures. Because good black people, we don't run with them. Somebody got to say it on this social media. Leave these fools alone. They're done. They're just walking dead. They're zombies. Their spirit is dead. They're worthless when it comes to that. God can't use them, so why you hanging around? That's just how I feel about it. If they want to make a comeback, they better get on their bended knees and holler and cry out to God. But you know how that worked. After you went out here and thugged somebody and hurt somebody and unalived somebody, you got to move to probably another continent because you got a mark on your back. Like I said, women, you better be smart. And brothers, you better act like you somebody and act like God gave you worth. That's the bottom line.